Krishna devotees, Dandavat Pranam. Welcome to Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Today we are very fortunate to have the association of His Grace Prasadeshwar Krishna Prabhu, who will be sharing the nectar from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto number 6, chapter number 1, sloka number 46 to 48. 46 to 48. Prabhuji,
Yes,
we can
Prabhu.
start.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam to all. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudire Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistaki Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langhayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Chaitanyamishwaram Paramananda Madhavam. Hare Krishna devotees, welcome for our ISKCON South Bangalore ACC Nityam Bhagavad Sevaya. Especially thank you, His Grace and Krishna Prabhu, give me an opportunity. And also thank you so much for, relentlessly, restlessly, continuously, last almost 5 years, Prabhu, your Nitya Bhagavats are running. So thank you very much. Even after having so much, maybe hurdles, you are continuously holding on it. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 1, text 46 to 47. So maybe my request to all of you is that everybody can participate in this. Everybody can read the slokas. Everybody can unmute. We'll read the Srila Prabhupada's purport and go step by step. So I'll just read the one sloka. After that, request the devotees to read the synonyms, translation, purports, so that everybody can participate whoever possible. I know some are maybe busy with other work, but whoever possible, please unmute yourself and let's read and let's try to understand Srila Prabhupada's purport. Okay. The 46th sloka. Yate hadeva paravaras pravaras त्रैविध्यम् उपलभ्यते भूतेषु गुणविचित्र्यात् तथा अन्यत्र अनुमीयते यतेह देवा प्रवारस्त्रैविध्यम् उपलभ्यते भूतेषु गुणवैचित्र्यात् तथा अन्यत्र अनुमीयते यतेह देवा प्रवरस्त्रैविद्या उपलभ्यते भूतेषु गुणा विचित्र्यात् तथा अन्यत्र अनुमीयते. Synonymous translation somebody can read. Those who are possible, please unmute quickly. Can devotees see the screen?
Yes, Prabhu, we can able to see the screen.
Whoever possible, read.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Names Yata, just as Iha, in this life, Deva Pravaha, O best of demigods, Tri Vidyam, 3 kinds of attributes, Bulapyete, or achieved, Bhutesu, among all living entities, Guna by Chi Trayat, because of the diversity of contamination by the 3 modes of nature. Tata, similarly, Anyatra, in other places. Anumi yate, it is inferred. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you. So translation. So the best of demigods, we can see 3 different varieties of life, which are due to contamination of 3 modes of nature. The living entities are thus known as peaceful, restless, and foolish, as happy, unhappy, and or in between, or as religious, irreligious, and semi-religious. We can deduce that in next life, these 3 kinds of material nature will similarly act. Before reading Prabhupada purport, we'll do Mangalacharan. Then we'll read Prabhupada purport, sentence by, then try to discuss. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Deshatarane. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vishnu Pada, Vishnu Pasta, Tulesi Mate Pata, Namacharya Pada, Nityam Padani, Gaura Kata Damadana Parakam. Hare Krishna devotees, once again welcome for Nityam Bhagavad Sevaya. So before we start discussing, my humble pranams to lotus feet of all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis assembled here. Please bless me. Please shower your mercy so that we can discuss something, pleasure of the devotees and as per the parampara, so that I don't make any mistakes. And if at all something by mistake happens on my, then please forgive me. So with that prayer, I'll start this. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyacha patitana pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna. We are reading chapter, the history of life of Ajamila. The previous classes we heard yesterday, day for yesterday, I think, we heard Prabhupada's class also. Prabhupada has given many classes in this particular chapter. Also, these three slokas, what we're going to discuss today, Prabhupada has very elaborately written his purport. We'll try to read Srila Prabhupada's purport sentence by sentence and try to discuss. Somebody can read this purport? Anybody ready? Yes? No? Okay.
Can I read, Prabhu?
Yeah.
I'll read,
Please.
Prabhu.
Okay, so please note the.
Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. The actions and reactions of the three modes of material nature are visible in this life. For example, some people are very happy, some are very distressed, and some are in mixed happiness and distress. This is the result of past association with the modes of material nature, that is goodness, passion, and ignorance. Since these varieties are visible in this life, we may assume that the living entities, according to their association with the different modes of material nature, will be happy, distressed, or between the two in their next lives also. Therefore, the best policy is to dissociate oneself from the three modes of material nature and be always transcendental to their contamination. This is possible only when one fully engages in the devotional service of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. So this sloka, who is speaking? Yamaduta is speaking. Yamaduta is, addressing here. So what the Yamadutas are saying that the best of demigods, the Vishnudutas, we can see three different varieties of life, which are due to the contamination of three modes of nature. So they are very clearly saying that this is because of the contamination of the modes of nature. Prakriti kriyamanani gunai karmani sarva shahankara mudatma kartha iti manyate. So Krishna also tells in chapter 327, he says that. So even though three modes happening, the Atma thinks that out of ahankara, I'm the doer. And here the translation says that the living entities are thus known as a peaceful, restless, and foolish, or as happy, unhappy, or between. So all these different situations, three situations, either happy or distressed, in between, or religious, irreligious, or semi-religious, all because of our past deeds, the kind with whom we associate with. Now, we can understand from the purport also, this is the what, suppose what I am here today is because of past, and my present will be deciding my future. Okay, we can say that past I had no control. I did not know. Many of us came to Krishna consciousness maybe after 35, 40 years, or maybe later also. Some are very lucky, got the Krishna conscious childhood itself. But whatever I am today, my mode is because of my past. Now, at least I have control on my past. My present. So I can change my present so that my future can be better. So that's why Prabhupada says, therefore, the best policy is to dissociate oneself from the three modes of material nature and be always transcendental to the contamination. This is possible only when one fully engaged devotional service of the Lord. The words of Srila Prabhupada, in each and every word, we can analyze it. He says, disassociate from oneself from the three modes of nature. We are in this material world. So we are inside the material world. So we have to disassociate. That understanding should be. So it's not that I can get out of it physically. My consciousness has to change. Physically, I'm here till I leave this body. I cannot leave this body. I'm this material world. But at the same time, Prabhupada says, don't associate, disassociate. Be aloof from that. This is exactly Prabhupada is saying here. And the what is when is possible? It's possible only when fully engaged, fully. The words are very, very, fully engaged devotional service of Lord. 100%. Like Krishna says, Sarva Dharma, so we all know that. So otherwise, depends upon with whom I associate, what I do in the past, my situation will keep changing. Sometime I'm happy, sometime in distress, sometime in midst. All this will happen. Sometime in religious, like, Prabhupada says that generally in a day, the person goes through 81, the kind of a combination of three modes. Sometime the morning time may be in a goodness, afternoon may be passion, and evening may be in the good, ignorance. Or during the time itself, all this combination will happen. Every second my mood can change, my nature can change because of the various atmospheres or the outside world or with whom I am associated. All this influence will happen. So the conclusion as a practicing devotees, for me, the conclusion is that the Prabhupada is saying dissociate and be transcendental to the contamination, transcendental, beyond this contamination. And this can happen only when I completely, fully engaged in the devotional service. So further we can read this purport.
Yes, Prabhu. As Krishna confirms in Bhagavad Gita 14.26, Mam cha yovya vicharena bhakti yogena sevayam sagunan samati tvaitan Brahma Bhoyaya Kalpate, one who engages in full devotional service, who does not fall down under any circumstance, at once transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the spiritual platform. Unless one is fully absorbed in the service of the Lord, one is subject to the contamination of the three modes of material nature and must therefore suffer from distress or mixed happiness and distress. Hare Krishna.
Again, Prabhupada is saying fully. How many times he uses the word fully? One who engages full devotional service, and he says one, unless one is fully absorbed, otherwise we definitely will kind of come under the contamination of the material nature. So as a practice devotees, what is a lesson for me is that I should increase my bar. I should increase my kind of a goal post. Goal post is to 100%, not even 99.9%. I should not even have a little chance for Maya. So I should have a complete absorption, complete in devotional service. This is the surrender we are talking about. We'll discuss, the little what is surrender, why should we surrender. I was hearing from His Grace Keshavananda Prabhu on the topic. So the point here I'm trying to kind of make it is that we as a practicing devotees, we are all, chanting and doing devotional service. We should keep this goal post. We should increase our goal post daily or every day so that the fully or 100% absorption, 100% devotional service, that should be my target. Otherwise, Prabhupada says, unless one fully absorbed in the service of the Lord, one is subject to contamination of the three modes. The three modes anytime can attack, anytime I can be part of or absorbed in the contamination of this material world. So that's why I should be really careful. As that's why Prabhupada says, one must therefore otherwise suffer from the distress of mixed happiness and distress. So anything, little chances, but at the same time, we don't have to be disheartened. Prabhupada's very, very hope-giving statement is that, and Prabhupada's process also very nice. So we don't have to be disheartened and demotivated. Definitely the path is very clear. The process is very clear, and process is very nice also. And susukam, there's no problem at all. And we have everything. Only thing is that I should change my attitude. This is the another point I need to, take care of myself. My attitude towards devotional service and the my goal post. These are the two things I should absorb in that. Okay, we'll read next. Somebody can read the sloka.
Srimad Bhagavatam 6.1. Prabhu, somebody else wants to read.
Yeah, please. Anybody, please unmute. Whoever. Quickly. Okay, if nobody is there, go ahead, Mataji. But others also keep ready for the next readings and anonymous translations, please.
Yes, Srimad Bhagavatam 6.1.47. Vartamano anyayo kalo gunabhignana pakuyata evam janmanyayor etat dharma nidarshanam. Synonyms: Vartamanaha, the present; Anyayo, of the past and future; Kalaha, time; Guna, Abhignanapakaha, making known the qualities; Yatha, just as; Evam, thus; Janma, birth; Anyayo, of the past and future birth; Etat, this; Dharma, religious principles; Adharma, irreligious principle; Nidarshanam, indicating. Translation by Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Just as springtime in the present indicates the nature of the springtimes in the past and future, so this life of happiness, distress, or mixture of both gives evidence concerning the religious and irreligious activities of one's past and future lives. Hare Krishna.
Prabhupada explains this very nicely in the Prabhupada. So here, Amrita is saying this like our weather. If it is something spring is today, it is means that previously also spring was like this one. So even my nature today I'm like this means past I was like this. So if I want to improve my future, I have to change my present. I have to change my present so that future can be improved. This is the investment I should do it. So we'll read Prabhupada purport.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Our past and future are not very difficult to understand, for time is under the contamination of the three modes of material nature. As soon as spring arrives, the usual exhibition of various types of fruits and flowers automatically becomes manifest, and therefore we may conclude that spring is the past was adorned with similar fruits and flowers, and will be so adorned so is in the future also. Our repetition of birth and death is taking place within time and according to the influence of the modes of nature. We are receiving various types of bodies and being subjected to various conditions.
So Prabhupada is saying that it is not difficult to understand my future because what is my past? Based on that, I can definitely decide my future. So do I have control on the past? No, but I have control on my present. Present, if I change, I can change my future. This is exactly I should do it. So here, our nature, it depends on what I am doing today, can be tomorrow. So today, now, Kannada, there is a proverb saying, Indina dinave sudina, adu nalegendare balu katina. Today, now is the best time. So take up devotional service. Take up especially the chanting the holy name. Chanting, the other day we were hearing from His Grace Rambhadra Prabhu. I mean, how much importance we should give for chanting the holy name. How, what level I'm chanting, whether aparada, namabhasa, or I don't know, next level, I can't even reach. But this is a self-assessment. I mean, I'm not have to tell to anyone else. It's my own. What level I'm there? How much, absorbed I am? What is the level? So what is my goalpost? That's why Prabhupada is saying that the nature, it says like, the spring, as soon as a flower, the fruits arrives, the past also happen. Similarly, it will happen future also. So our repetition of birth and death, punarapi janana, punarapi marana will happen. If I don't want that, like Prabhupada says, go back home, back to Godhead. So Marali Bhagavantanadege, andre, we have to go back home, back to Godhead means I have to make my change now. I should, take that step now. At whatever level I am there, whatever level each one of us, we should take that step. We should, take that decision. Whoa, yes, I have to make this life successful. I don't want punarapi janana, like Prabhupada says, repeated birth and death. No, if I don't want that, I have to make this change now. I have to take that step and take that decision now. I was hearing a story. The three friends, three wonderful devotees. I mean, they all joined together. They were preaching so nicely. All three are, preach nicely. They build a temple, nice temple. And after some time, all three passed away. So the devotee who reached Golok, Krishna's abode, he could not see other two devotees. He asked the Lord, where are the other two? Where are my fellow devotees? So the Lord said, one is in Swarga, one is in Naraka. So he was shocked. What happened? We did so much preaching. We did nice temple. We did nice seva. Why they went to, the one is Swarga, one is Naraka. Then Lord said, the person went to Naraka. Yes, he was preaching, he was building temple, and he was making money also. He was, taking the money, and he was having his own sense gratification desires, each one. And in the process, he was, doing so many aparadhas also. But he did a service, no problem. But he went to suffer that sin. He is in Naraka now. So what about other person? Yes, he did that, but he wanted name, fame, glories. So he is given Swarga for some time. Of course, but you had no other desire. You had no other desire but so me. That's why you are here. So the point it's not, may not be kind of a story from many scriptures. The understanding is that what I am doing today, in the name of devotion service, also, if I commit mistakes, I may end up, somewhere hell or heaven. But if you just follow what Srila Prabhupada says, understand the seriousness of it, then I can avoid that. Like Prabhupada is always quoting this one, Deviyesha Gunamai Mamamaya Durathaya. Prabhupada always quotes, my disciples not sufficiently scared of Maya. Maya is so strong. That's why we should be very, very careful not to come under trap of Maya. Otherwise, Maya is waiting. Japatiya, so she will hold on so fast. So I should be very, very careful not get under the trap of. Otherwise, Prabhupada is saying that according to the influence of modes of nature, we are receiving the various types of bodies being subject to various conditions. So understand the moral of the story is that they are not done anything wrong. Definitely, Krishna says, one who serves me, they should be considered a sadhu, no doubt on it. But in the process, if I make mistakes, I'll have to go through that also, and I may go. But do I have to take a risk? One particular place, Prabhupada writes, in the devotion service also, if you make a mistake and if you miss this life, Prabhupada says we may have to wait for a million years. If you miss going back home, back to Godhead in this life, we may have to wait for a million years. That's what Prabhupada writes. So we don't know out of 84 lakhs where we'll end up. So do you want to take that risk? No. That's why I should be always careful on that. We'll read next 48 also, then try to discuss. Somebody.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Prabhu. Srimad Bhagavatam 6.1.48. Manasaiva pure devaha purva rupam vipashyati anumi mamamstate purvam manasa bhagavan ajaha. Synonyms and translation by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Manasa, by the mind. Eva indeed, Pure in his abode, or within everyone's heart, like the super soul. Devaha, the demigod Yamaraja, Div- Divyatiti Devaha, one who is always brilliant and illuminated, is called Deva. Purva Rupam, the past religious or irreligious condition. Vipashyati, completely observes. Anu Mimamsate, he considers. Apurvam, the future condition. Manasa, with his mind. Bhagavan, who is omnipotent. Ajaha, as good as Lord Brahma. Translation. The omnipotent Yamaraja is as good as Lord Brahma, for while situated in his own abode or in everyone's heart like the Paramatma, he mentally observes the past activities of a living entity and thus understands how the living entity will act in future lives. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
So Yamaduta is saying Yamaraj is potent and also is as good as Brahma. And like every the Paramatma in everybody's hearts. So that is the level Yamaraj. And he observes the past activities of living entity and thus understands how the living entity will act in the future. So Yamaraj is not an ordinary person. Yamaraj is just not a judge punishing it. He disdains somebody's past, the future based on the past. Again, the point I'm driving is that my today will decide my future. Okay, we'll read the purport. Yeah, somebody can read.
Can you read, Prabhu?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada, 6.1.48. Purport: one should not consider Yamaraja an ordinary living being. He is as good as Lord Brahma. He has the complete cooperation of the Supreme Lord, who is situated in everyone's heart. And therefore, by the grace of Super Soul, he can see the past, present, and future of a living being from within. The word Anumimastate means that he can decide in consultation with the Super Soul. Anu means following. The actual decision concerning the next life of living entities are made by the Super Soul and they are carried out by Yamaraja. Hare 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 Krishna. Thank you, bro.
Prabhupada saying that don't consider Yamaraja as an ordinary living being. That is the point. And he is always by the grace of the Super Soul. He is always guided by the Super Soul. And he says that he is always in consultation with the Super Soul. And finally, he says the living entities are made by the Super Soul and they are carried out by the Yamaraj. So Super Soul is always observing my activities. My past, my present, and future also will decide. So at the same time, Krishna says, the one who serves me in devotion, I'll give right the what is the 10.8 says Tesham Satadavittanam Bhajatam Priti Purvakam Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam. So we don't have to be disheartened. Again, my point is that if I take this step now, Krishna will make arrangement for all my future activities also. That is a guarantee Krishna is giving. That's the guarantee Srila Prabhupada has given, all the acharyas giving. So we don't have to be, demotivated. All that I need to do is that I need to take this step. So because he says Anu means following, I also should follow my spiritual master, my seniors, Prabhupada's instructions. Like Yamaraj is always guided and he acts in consultation of Super Soul. Similarly, for me is my Guru Maharaj, my senior, my Prabhupada's instruction should be a guiding factor. If I just follow that and just take that instruction seriously in my life, my future definitely will be decided and will definitely be good. So this is the point Prabhupada is making here. So okay, so now here two things point comes. So what is that fully absorb? Prabhupada talking about it. And this fully absorb means surrender. That's sarva. That's why sarva dharma parityaja and ekam. These two things comes. So when you say surrender, now question may arise: what is surrender means. Maybe devotees want to share what is surrender means. What exactly means surrender? I mean, this I'm again and referring from His Grace Keshavananda Prabhu's presentation. I'm quoting this. Prabhu was asked, what is surrender means? Devotees want to say anything?
You forget, you leave everything, and then you dedicate yourself.
Okay.
That's it.
Sure. Anybody else?
Understand him as the Supreme Lord and completely surrender oneself, including mind, soul, and body.
Super. Anything else? Anybody want to share? So, Prabhu quotes from
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Atma Samarpan.
yes, Atma Samarpana. Yes. No, different acharyas, different personalities. Prabhu said, Ami to tumara, tumi to amara. I am yours, you are mine. This is the one understanding. I am yours. When you say I am yours, I should be very, very carefully understand. And I am 100% yours. And you are mine means that whatever you want, that is my desire. Now, here people may misunderstand. Also, there was a joke. So, one person said, "Yes, I am yours, and you are mine. Whatever I have is yours, no problem. Whatever you have also is mine. That means whatever given to me is for me to enjoy. So I'll take and more enjoy. Like you are enjoying, I'm also enjoying. So I'll take everything and I'll enjoy myself. That is not the point, because the people are in the modes of different natures. There will be cheating propensities. People generally, that cheating propensity. There was another joke. It says that I think His Grace Gauragopal Prabhu mentions this joke. So the person went to some, I think, business in a ship. So on the way, there was a great, calamity, or ship was about to sink. So he started praying to the Lord. Lord, please save me. If you save me, whatever the item is after selling, get it. I will build a house or temple, and sorry, whatever money comes, I will donate. So no, so sorry. What he said that if I have saved my house, what I have, I will sell or I'll donate to Krishna. I will sell, and whatever the money comes to, I'll donate to temple. That's what he said. Sorry, not the ship. So he was saved. He came back and sat with his wife and children. Now started thinking, did I made a big mistake? Did I say something more? But I promised Krishna that I will sell this house and give the money to Krishna, a temple. So what he did, he big advertisement, house for sale, condition, those who want to buy the house, they have to buy my cat house. The cost of the house is 1 rupee. Cost of the cat is 1 crore. See the mentality. And if you buy the house is cost only 1 rupee. The cost of the cat is 1 crore. So he sold the house and taken the money, because the cat he has not promised Krishna, right? He has so promised that house will give. So he gave 1 rupee to temple and kept 1 crore for himself. This is the cheating propensity we have. When we are in difficulty, I may go and say something, but as soon as my situation is improved, I think that, yes, I'm safe now. I'll do whatever. No, that is not the Amito Tumara, Tumito Amara. Prabhupada here, sorry, he says Madhvacharya. He says that you are a controller. I'm controlled. So when you say you are controller, you are like a puppet. I'm like a puppet. It's like we've seen in this drama, right? I'm like that, and you are the controller. You are 100% controller. Whatever you want, whatever you do, I'm completely under your surrender. Completely under you. That is the mood you should develop. And Yamunacharya says, I depend on you and no one else except you. No one else. Krishna says, Ma Ekam. He doesn't say anyone else. There is no exception. No exception to this rule. So, whereas In general, my, surrender is, I have so many other surrenders. My fellow devotees, my bank balances, my contacts, my power, all this I have. But he says, no, I depend fully on you, no one else. That is the mood in which, that's the level of surrender. That is the surrender. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, exploit me. You are owner of my life. Exploit me means, in today's world, exploit means is negative. Means you take full charge of my life, do whatever you want. You put me under your feet and crush me. I have no problem. Still, I'll serve you. You are my owner. That's why we, when ISKCON, when initiated Dasa. Dasa means slave, servant. Not servant can at least ask for a salary. Slave cannot even ask. So that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is, my Lord, please exploit me. 100% exploit me. I have no control. I have no right. That is the level I should develop. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that I no longer consider myself to be mine. I exclusively become yours. See the words, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, exclusively become yours. I have no control under myself to be mine. I have no right on my body, or no right on whatever I have. It actually doesn't belong to me anything. Everything is exclusive yours. This is the surrender. This is the the kind of goal post we should keep. Then Prabhupada says fully absorb, fully surrender. All these things come. Now comes, why should we surrender? Maybe anybody want to share? Why should we surrender? Some points want to share.
You surrender yourself, he will take care of you.
Okay. Any other points?
Like a baby surrendering to mother, young
Yes.
baby surrendering to mother. So mother will take care of everything, all aspect of the baby. Like that, we have the mentality to surrender to our Supreme Lord.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, when you surrender, you get unconditional love from him.
Yes. True. Anybody else want to say? Why should I surrender to Krishna?
When we surrender, the mood will be to serve him in the way he wants.
Yes.
If you don't surrender fully, I think, there will be kind of our own thoughts. Okay, I want to do like this, like that.
Correct. Anna Abdashujna Janakarmana Anukulena Anushilana. Yes. So in that says that first and foremost, we surrender because we are part and parcel of Krishna. We are part, Prabhupada's word. We are part, yes. And parcel means we'll go along with that. I get a parcel from somebody, means it has come. We are part and parcel. We are part because Mayavamsha Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. I am part. At the same time, I am parcel. I should go along with that. Of course, we know Jivera Swarupa Nityara Krishna Das. So, but why should we surrender? Surrender for the pleasure of Krishna. That's the reason I should surrender. I have no other reason. I should surrender for the pleasure of Krishna. For his pleasure, I should surrender. Then I surrender because I have no other option. Nobody else can give me liberation. Mukunda, he can only give liberation. I have no other option. That's the reason I should surrender Krishna. That's the point we need to understand. So that's the only process. That's the only way I have to surrender to Krishna. There is no other way. And surrender is not a goal, but it's a need. It's a need. That's no other way. It's, people are saying that I may have different goals. Going to Goloka could be my goal. No, that is my need. That's my, must. There is no other way. And we come to Krishna to give, not to take. Generally, we go to Krishna and, any temple for that. I'm not talking about you myself. We make a prayer. Even the prayer also, I should be very, very careful. What do I pray? I pray not to ask anything. Just give. Krishna, what can I do for you? Why I am not able to do service for you? Not that, Krishna, why are you not giving service? Krishna, why are you not doing this? That's another way of, like we know Rupa Goswami and Raghunath Goswami's pastimes. When Rupa Goswami was so disturbed when Srimati Radharani serves Raghunath Goswami. We should not take, or no, I think Sanatan Goswami's. So we should not take service from the Lord and Srimati Radharani. We should serve. We should come and give. Actually, I don't have anything to give. Everything belongs to him only. But I should not have even pinch of possessive mood. That's why to get satisfied, not to get pleasure, and not to get satisfied, not to get pleasure, but give pleasure. That's important. So when I do service, I should not be satisfied myself. It should be for the satisfaction of Krishna. Krishna's Rishikesha Rishikena Sevaya. So we have to serve him for his pleasure, not my pleasure. Many times in the service also, I take service which gives pleasure to me, which I get name, fame, glories, which where I am focused. No. Again, talking about here, the top goal post should be I should serve which gives a pleasure to him. That is when you say him, Krishna, or his representatives. My guru or senior Vaishnavas, they're all his representatives. So I should do that service and reciprocate his mercy. He has given me the mercy. He has given me the opportunity. He has given me so much. The other day I was hearing what all things he has given. He has given this human body, and he has given all my senses perfect. I mean, perfect in the sense, not that perfect. I'm saying at least I'm able to speak and hear. That way I'm saying. And he has given me this ISKCON. He has given Srila Prabhupada's books, the Krishna's holy name, and he has given me nice temple. He has given nice devotees. He has given nice family. He has given 3-time food and shelter, and he has given nice prasad. What else I want? What else I want? So I should reciprocate the mercy. Actually, I don't deserve anything, but still, he has given me out of his causeless mercy. I should reciprocate. I should have little gratefulness. Otherwise, I'll be grateful. I should have that little gratitude. Otherwise, I'll be ungrateful. So that's why I should surrender to him. And we do not go to Krishna to pray, but ask, but glorify him. We generally go and ask Krishna, give me that, give me this. Even devotees, of course, we can discuss on that. But point is that we should glorify Krishna because of you, because of your service, because I serve you, because of your mercy. I have that little pleasure, but it's because of you. That's a pleasure. That's a service. That's a glorify. I should do it. And I like devotee said now, Kabir Prabhu said, like cry like a child in front of Lord. That is the chanting. The finally coming to the chant. Finally, the point is that not to hurt Krishna when I commit offenses, when I fall down, he is hurt. Like every parents, every mother, father, the child does some criminal activity. The most hurt is the father, mother. Similarly, he says, Aham bija prada pitha. He is a seed-giving father for every jiva. When I make mistake, when I commit offenses, when I commit sins, he is the one hurt more than anyone else. So not to hurt him, that's why I should surrender. So how much I hurt, in daily basis, I can do my self-assessment. But so consider this surrender, especially in Kali Yuga, we all know that the best process is to take up the holy name, chant Krishna's name attentively with the complete attitude of pleasing him. There is no other way. So chant Krishna's name. Of course, we heard from Mr. Rambhadra Prabhu so nicely that day. My focus should be on chanting, attentive chanting. That's what will take me to the next level of surrender. With this, I'll stop here. It's already 8 o'clock. So devotees can share your comments or questions, or if I make some mistakes, please correct me. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Haribol Prabhu, wonderful lecture. Why surrender is so many acharyas quoting you have taken and reference given us a wonderful class in the morning. Hari Haribol. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you so much. Please bless me. Please pray for me.
The famous Sikshastaka verse, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, exploit me,
Yes.
owner of my Aslishava Padarata, Prabhu. So thank you very much for the wonderful class. Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu.
Yes. Anyone else?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandvat Pranams. Thank you.
Dandavat Mataji. Please. Hare
Krishna Prabhu,
Hare
we
Krishna.
have another. Prabhuji, we have some another 10 minutes of time.
Yes.
You can share
Please.
some more realizations, Prabhuji.
I stopped it because I want to hear from devotees. Please go ahead. The different aspects of surrender. I mean, again, talking about that, Prabhupada says fully surrender, fully engaged, fully absorbed. This is where we should meditate. We should help each other, should enlighten each other. This should be my goal post. I mean, that's why I'm saying. Yes, Prabhu, please. Sankarshan Prabhu, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Was a very nice class, Prabhuji. The aspects of surrender, what you have described, is very nice. It's always, Prabhupada class looks very simple, but because of condition in nature, implementation becomes very difficult. What to surrender? We can surrendering to the Lord directly means surrendering to our Guru. Surrendering to our Guru means over is the authority, temple authority or counselor we have, surrendering to their instructions. So because I'm telling about myself, Prabhu, because we are not seeing their position, and because they are very simple, we take them very lightly. Good example is myself,
That's
and
the wrong example.
because of that surrender doesn't come, Prabhu. Actually, that's a reality. We have our own preferences and priorities, so that doesn't allow us to surrender. The surrender will happen when we completely understand these aspects. So Lord, we will tell, Lord, because he doesn't come and stand in front of us. We'll tell, yes, I will surrender to you. But whereas the Shiksha Guru, the temple authority, our counselors, they are all standing in front of us. So our own ego prevents us. Okay, they are not Lord, they are not my Guru, they are not my Lord. So I will selectively surrender. That is a challenge I have, Prabhuji. How to overcome that, Prabhu?
Yeah, you are telling about me, I know. So it's easy to maybe easy to at least mentally surrender to Krishna, mentally surrender to Guru, or as is rightly said, easy to surrender to temple president as Siksha Guru counselor. But it's really difficult to surrender my fellow devotees. That is the most difficult, because that's where all my anartha comes out, all my problems comes out. So if I am able to deal with my fellow devotees, the equals generally, because those who are newcomers, they always glorify. Okay, we are good. My seniors may pat and and encourage. I may not have much problem with the seniors. I may not have much problem with the juniors. I will have always problem with my equals. I mean, those fellow devotees. That's where I should work. Other day I was hearing, I think it's Vaishnava also His Holiness Bhanuswami Maharaj. He has said same thing at least so many times. What is the need of such? Of course, not saying that don't get into it, unless we cooperate each other, unless we support each other. What is the need or what is the use? So that's why my thought process should be that how can I cooperate? Prabhupada always says cooperate. So that's where real the crux of my success will depend. So that's why uh, even there, if I focus on my chanting, if I focus on my sadhana, especially chanting, 99% depends on chanting. If I focus on chanting, and when I hear this kind of lectures, if I start absorbing, start thinking about it, meditating on that, yes, Krishna will definitely arrange. Krishna is so merciful. All that requires the attitude. What is that? My attitude. Generally say that the everything is given by Krishna. My intelligence given by Krishna. My strength is given by Krishna. The memory is given by Krishna. But only the attitude is mine. How I use that, that is me. The intention, that is me. That's where I should work. When I work on it, my desire should be very clear. My goalpost should be very clear. I should change because, like Prabhupada says, I don't want Punarapi Janam Punarmaranam. I don't want that. If I am clear on that, then Prabhu, what he said, that's yes, I will work on all other aspects. Because as you rightly said, the familiarity breeds contempt. That's why Prabhupada also said, don't stay too long with your spiritual master also. I mean, because the possibility that I may develop that, contempt. Because, yeah, he's also like a human being. So I may develop that. That's why I should work on my sadhana, my chanting, and I should always think what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, my attitude. With this, hope we can improve. Yes, Prabhu, maybe you can add more.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. I think again, all of this goes back to our basic good quality of chanting, improve our mood, improve our quality of our service. And with that comes also the mood of surrender to the instructions of our senior or superior or devotees under whom we are serving. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Surrender means surrender. I should bow down to my fellow devotees. I mean, nowadays, even we say Vanchakalpa or Dandavat. We don't forget Dandavat. We do, verbally we are also not saying that. We actually should do Dandavat. That literally we should do Dandavat. Then that the little, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Trinadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Sahishna, Amanena Manadena Kirtaniya, that little can come. Otherwise, I'll be always in my aham, my ahankar, my head weight. That's where my surrender cannot happen. That surrender should happen. Hare Krishna. Maybe others also can comment.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji, please.
Prabhuji, please share some practical tips, Prabhuji, how to transcend these three modes of material nature, Prabhuji.
Chant, attentive chanting, and serve with the nice mood. You are doing already. I know you're doing nice service. Nice. I mean, that's what I heard is that the focus on chanting, then hear from seniors and try to practice in life. That would be the practical. That's what I think. Maybe others can comment. Please go ahead. We have Sarvaguna Mataji. We have others also. Please enlighten us.
I just have one comment, Prabhu. This is what I hear.
Yeah, please.
Hearing, regular hearing from Srila Prabhupada, at least 15 minutes, 20 minutes, that actually keeps our connection with Srila Prabhupada really active and fresh all the time. And then hearing for 10-15 minutes from our own spiritual master, and then following the temple yatra is what I hear, Prabhu. It's not that I'm following, but I heard, I'm struggling here. So I heard, that would actually help us to set the right mood of service, and it will actually take care of rest of the aspects. This is what I hear, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. 100%. Definitely. Yes.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hearing becomes a bigger challenge now because we have, 15 years back, we didn't have this many, channels of hearing.
Yeah.
Attend in the temple, and or if you have a local group, just hear from them. But now, we have so many channels, and sometimes I feel that that itself is one of the big distraction for us.
People are doing window shopping.
Yeah, Prabhu.
We are one Zoom to one Zoom, one Zoom to one Zoom, and finally we are zoomed.
Yep.
Anyone else? Other seniors are there. Please, if you have 1-2 minutes, we can talk. Otherwise, we'll end. Radharani Mataji, please share something. Sarovana Mataji, Radharani Mataji.
Krishna Prabhu, very nice this thing. And I think we have to follow what you said is what we are in the present, it is going to change our future. So we should cultivate. I hope I'll be able to imbibe a little bit from your lecture and then practice it, Prabhu. Thank you very much. Dandavad Pranam, Prabhu.
Please bless me. Please pray for me.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna, Sarvaguna
This is
Yavana
Sarvaguna.
Mataji. Yes.
Prabhu, that's what this how to overcome three modes. As Krishna has told, it is very difficult to overcome. But what I have experienced is if we keep listening to the lectures of Prabhupada and senior devotees, everything, at least we will come to the stage where we understand that we are in that mode. When suppose sometimes we get so much of angry that immediately we realize, oh, I'm getting into tamoguna. So immediately we can refrain from that. So by practicing like this, I think slowly we may one day we may overcome. That's what my high hope. I don't know, Prabhu.
Okay. Sure, Mataji. Yes. 100%.
Thank you, Mataji.
Okay. So no other comments. Then we can end.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. Today's session with the Vaishnav Pranam. Vacha kalpata rubhyasya kripa siddho bheyo cha patitanam
Pranam
pavanebhyo.
Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah.
ग्रंथराज
Gaudiya
श्रीमद्
Vaishnava
भागवत की जय,
Jai.
जगत गुरु प्रभुपाद की जय,
Ki Jai.
जय नित्य गौर प्रेमानंदे.
Hari Hari.
Krishna devotees
Thank you,
will let us
Prabhu. Yeah.
will be taken tomorrow morning at 7:15 Krishna will. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavad Pranam to
Devotees for
all. Hare Krishna.
participation. All the comments.